Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope and taking good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey HV3, hey AV, hey Chino, hey Amelia, hey Scott, hey The Wicked Wonder, hey Minister, hey Raina. Oh, congratulations. Uh-oh, nephew here. So you got your little Virgo. Uh-oh, buckle up. Congratulations. I'm glad. All right, gang. So we're going to do a little energy check-in. See what's going on with you guys or what's going on in the energy. And then we are out of here. All right. So, I got my little iPad propped up. Hopefully this shit stays stable. Because I have to try to charge it right now. So if it fall, I'm blaming y'all. All right? Because I'm doing this for y'all. All right. So let's see. Damn. Hold on. I need to try to grab my other charger. Hold on, y'all. Is it one right here? Oh, shit. All right, this is risky. I can't make no sudden moves. Like one day we're gonna have a whole studio, gang, and we ain't gonna have to worry about janky productions. Right, AV. Okay, let's see, gang. Can you guys hear me well? Okay. And why y'all don't be showing love on my pre-recorded content? I'm starting to think y'all only like when I go live. I uploaded a video, it was 22 minutes long for y'all. Y'all ain't even watch it, comment, like, nothing. I'm like, what is going on? But when I go live, y'all be in this thing. I'm gonna go back and see. Scott and AV. Girl, don't you start climbing on stuff. You gonna knock everything over. Hold on, let me get the baby. Come on here. Come on. She swears she a tarot reader. All right. Lord. Okay. She was a tarot reader in a past life. Hey, Lily Cat. Okay, gang. Overall energy is the Empress. Okay, so you can be looking real good at this time. You can be feeling abundant. You buy her some cars. She your niece. Shit. Okay, what's this Empress, please? HP3 always talking trash. You get her some cards. Okay. Let's focus, gang, because y'all got me unfocused. All right, what is this Empress? Okay, Empress is feeling stuck right now. Add them to the wish list. Y'all should pitch in and get her a cat tree. That's my next goal, is to get her a cat tree. So she can be climbing on stuff other than my desk. Okay. You could be, if you're ever resonating with this Empress energy, you could be feeling stuck. You could be feeling like you're so abundant, and now your nephew cutting up. It's in my wish list, Scott. I got them some stuff on my wish list. Okay. You could be feeling like you're way too abundant to be in this stagnant position that you're in. It's like you have everything you need to attract what you want, but something is not moving forward. This could be very frustrating for you at this time, but it's like you still showing up as your best self. Oh, I said cat tree, like those little trees, you know, the ones with the little pillars on it where they be climbing up on. That. She got a gang of trees. I just went and splurged on the ones with catnip in it. Okay, so you could be feeling like, why is something not moving? Like I'm too abundant. And it's like, Spirit is telling me like you've manifested great things before. You've been in this Empress energy before. You are still the Empress energy, male or female. It's just a very abundant person who's capable of attracting great things, but it's like something is not going forward, and you could feel stuck in like a turbulent time in your life, even though you know that your capabilities to attract are great. Yeah, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So it could be your finances, could have something to do with family. It's just something that's just being stuck. And you know that there's a possibility here for you to manifest this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you feel stuck in the past. Feel like your emotions too. You feel maybe you're stuck in like a bad mood. You could be emotional or something at this time because you can see what you want, but it's like it's not coming to fruition as fast as you would like it to. Could even be love too with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's something stagnant going on. It's like love is not manifesting the right way. Money, it's like it's right within your reach, but then with the 6 of Swords in reverse, there's some type of roadblock that comes in, and then you feel stuck. And it's really getting to your emotions. It's really got you in your feelings. And I don't mean like got you in your feelings like trying to clown you. I mean like it's hurting you with the Ace of Cups in reverse, 8 of Cups in reverse. Like this stagnant energy could really be like hurting your feelings because you're like, what the fuck? I know I can do this. I know I can have this. I know I can have so much, but it's just something that's keeping you stuck behind here. Show me this, please. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's even making you feel like you're going to have to depend on others. And that could be hurting you too, because maybe The people you think you can depend on are letting you down with this Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You may feel like you're having like a streak of bad luck or something like that. We're going to clarify that in a minute. In the middle. So something is standing in between you and this Ten of Pentacles. You've got the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles coming out in the after tarot. So I feel like it's within reach, but there's something that's blocking you. I want to see what this is. Hold on, y'all. Because why would Spirit say in the middle? Let me sit that over there for a second. Yeah, let's clarify this. Show me this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, please. What's standing in between the collective and their love and abundance at this time? Show me, please. Okay. Emperor in reverse. Somebody that's very controlling. Yeah, it's a person. Now, this person may have a lot of power, a lot of connections or something like that. This is who's standing in between you. Now, if this could be a boss for some of you guys, if this is at work with the Nine of Pentacles, if you work for yourself. But I'm seeing the energy. There's an energy of someone. This Emperor in reverse is someone who's very controlling. They want you to be able to, I don't know, this person wants you to be able to depend on them. Somebody's trying to make sure they stand in the way of your fortune and your love. Hey, Red. They want you to have some type of bad luck. Ace of Wands in the upright. It could be working. You know, I got to tell you the truth. Whatever this Emperor in reverse is doing, it's working with this Ace of Wands. Let me see. All right. We just started. Somebody already on some bullshit. Okay. You need to get your little uncircumcised ass out my chat. I don't know what your deal is, but this ain't this type of party. Like, what are you in there talking about? Y'all be needing help. Y'all will turn anything into something weird. Show me this Emperor. Why is this Emperor in reverse trying to dominate the collective's energy? Hangman. They feel like because you left them hanging. So somebody has an issue, control issues. You left them hanging or something like that. So now they're just trying to dominate any area of your life that they can. But, you know, I don't feel like this is going to be the story for too much longer. You have the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles here. So eventually you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. But I feel like there's somebody that's trying to dominate things in your life because they're not a part of your life. They feel left out, whatever. This is always the story. You know what I'm saying? With somebody. Some of y'all, you just got to be careful who you allow to pay attention to the red flags going forward, because there's a lot of unstable people out here, and as soon as you don't do something they want or say something they want, they gonna try to ruin your life. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse. It's like somebody just wants to see you held back just because you left them hanging. But you got this Ten of Cups and this Seven of Pentacles, so you're gonna be able to yeah, like I said, reap the fruits of your labor. But you know, you gotta find a way to get this person up out of your energy, honey. That's why I stay the fuck to myself, like, cause I have had so many experiences. I've seen this for myself. I've seen this for clients. People just trying to stand in the way of whatever it is you have going on, just because they're not a part of it, or just because you left them hanging. Why did the collective leave this Emperor in reverse hanging? Can you show me, please? Three of Pentacles in reverse because they weren't loyal. Maybe they didn't speak life into you. Maybe they just weren't part of the plan. You know, and that's the thing. Sometimes people are not part of your forever plan, and that's okay. But I think it takes a level of emotional maturity to be able to accept that. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups in the upright. Yeah, it takes a level of emotional maturity to realize that people are in your life for seasons and reasons, and if y'all grow apart, it's just that. It doesn't have to be, you know, it don't have to be like this. This shit is so exhausting to always have to pick up on, because I feel like there's no getting through to people like this. There's just no getting through to them. It's like either y'all friends or y'all enemies. This is someone who just can't let bygones be bygones. It's one thing to be upset. Okay, you're upset because somebody left you out. But it's another thing to start trying to dominate their life or control, you know, play God in their life. Emperor in reverse. This is a tyrant. This is somebody who's a tyrant in your life, in your energy. And they didn't believe in you anyway. They didn't want the best for you anyway. Or if they called themselves one of the best for you, it was very conditional with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, I only want you to succeed if I'm a part of it. That's not loyalty. That's not love. That's not friendship. That's not camaraderie. That's just control issues. And you're better off without this person in your life. But I feel like they just need to refocus. You know, I don't know what to tell you, gang. Show me this Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they wasn't gonna help you anyway. You know, don't you find it weird how people want to be like dead weight in your life? Like, oh, I don't want to really help you. I really don't want to see you succeed. But I still want to linger. I still want to be a part of whatever it is you're doing that I don't believe in. That's so twisted to me. It's so dysfunctional that people are like that. It's like they just want the benefits, Page of Pentacles in reverse, but Ace of Pentacles in reverse, they don't even want you to be blessed by the universe or God, spirit, whatever. It's like these people are dysfunctional. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like, you know, because you start off the reading as the Empress, so people know your capabilities. People see how you show up, but it's like some people just want to be dead weight in your life, and they just want to be around just in case, you know. That's so unfortunate, gang. And you know, you don't deserve that. You don't need to hold space for people like that. These are people who don't care if you down on your luck, as long as you can provide something for them or give something to them. They're just users. Page of Pentacles in reverse is a user, you know? And people feel like this is very entitled. This is entitlement, like, you know? If you win, it's supposed to be y'all win. But if you lose, it's just your loss. You know? People will be quick to show and be like, yeah, you know, if it wasn't for me, collective wouldn't, whatever. But if you start losing, then they duck off. But when you winning, it's y'all win. But when you losing, it's just yours. Yeah. Ugh. All right, let's see. I don't feel like being in a little weak ass energy. What's up, Duncan? All right. What's this 10 of Cups and this 7 of Pentacles for the collective? Hey, Feather. I was talking to Spirit yesterday. I clarified this energy. I get the King of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, you gonna get back on your shit. Don't worry, you gonna get back on your game. And this time, you gonna have to be hardcore. Remember that song from School of Rock with Jack Black? It was like, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. Like, I don't know, I be watching some random movies, but it's like you're gonna have to be hardcore now, because Spirit is really showing you with that 3 of Pentacles in reverse who is not going to be in your corner when you feel confined, or when you feel like your back is against the wall. And when you get back on your shit, that's it. You know what I mean? No more seeing the good in people. You just going to have to see what people show you. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only adult on the playground with a lot of little ass kids, because the way adults seem to act to me, it's not adult-like at all. It's very childlike. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know what reciprocity is. They don't treat others the way they want to be treated, but they're very entitled. They throw these little tantrums and they become passive aggressive and shit like that. And I don't kiss ass, I don't read minds, and I don't take hints. So I have a reputation, I guess, of being cold, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. So you get to this point as this King of Pentacles. Go ask your mom. You get to this point with this King of Pentacles energy where you have to be stern. You have to focus on your investments. You have to focus on your legacy. And you can't really just be sitting around paying attention to people who are acting like children. Page of Pentacles in reverse. And I used to have so much empathy for people like that, because I'm like, oh, well, you know, I can always read people's energy. I know what they've went through. and everything like that. So that was one of the things that made me always be so open and empathetic to people. But I had to pull back on that because those types of people, they don't have the same empathy. And you'll go crazy trying to wrap your mind around why people act the way they act. And it really pisses me off because it's like we are all adults. So why are you leaning on another adult like they're your fucking mom or your fucking dad, and you throwing tantrums and being spiteful and petty when you don't get your way? Like that's wild to me. But some people think that they're entitled to do that. Maybe some people wanted you to kiss their ass, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Beg them to be a part of your legacy. You don't need to do that. Okay? You need to leave these people where they are. You got other shit to focus on. Now things are about to start turning around for you, and you're going to get back on your feet. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, you're going to be able to clear some debt, pay off some things, do it so that you don't ever have to have ties to people. You don't ever have to depend on anyone. We all need someone sometime, so I'm not saying it like that. But I'm talking about this Emperor in reverse, this Three of Pentacles in reverse. I'm talking about those types of people that will hold these things over your head. I don't know what the fuck their problem is. Honestly, I honestly feel like they don't even know what their problem is. I don't feel like nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, gang, I feel like I'm becoming more and more antisocial. The more I deal with fuck people who don't know how to treat people the way they want to be treated. And that's just weird to me, to expect something that you're not willing to do or give. It's the entitlement for me that really is mind-boggling. I'm not gonna speak to anyone I don't want to be spoken to. I'm not gonna speak away to someone that I don't want to be spoken to. I'm not gonna expect grace and courtesy if I'm not offering grace and courtesy. So, I just be feeling like they're not evolving. And they could be staying stuck in whatever traumatic experience happened, whatever age it happened in, that's where they're stuck at. And that's where I extend the empathy. But after that, I'm cutting the empathy off. I'm not allowing anyone to plug into me. And I wish you would do the same. All right? All right, let's see, gang. Right, CK. They think they are the program. That's the problem. They think they are the program. And they're not. What do we have for the collective, please? What's up, Chino? I think I said hey to you, Chino. I'm not sure. Okay, we got the Strength in reverse here. What's the Strength in reverse, please? Emperor in reverse again. See? Somebody don't even have control of themselves, and they trying to control your life and you and your energy. Okay. Y'all know I be in my own little world. Uh-oh, 222 and us. Okay. Somebody has no willpower, but they want to control everything in your life. Somebody thinks they shit don't stink too. Somebody do not like when they get pushed back. Somebody is way too controlling. Way too controlling. High Priestess that fell out. I didn't even notice it until just now. I feel like they want to control you or dominate you because you're highly intuitive. You know, one thing I've noticed, when you're spiritually gifted, people who aren't as spiritually gifted as you are, they want to like make you like their flunky. They want to control you and dominate you because that's the only way they can feel strong. Show me this, please. Somebody may feel this Emperor reverse feels like, oh, you intuitive, so you think you better than me. I gotta find a way to break that. Somebody wants to break your spirit. Somebody wants you to like second guess your intuition. Somebody wants you to second guess your gifts. This is not someone you should sleep with either. And if it's not romantic, this is not someone you should spend too much time around. Because they feel so weak around you that if this is someone who wants to court you or sleep with you, I don't think they want to court you at all. I think they may want to sleep with you to like break you, break your spirit. Or if this is someone that's trying to like get close to you as a friend, they just want to be like controlling. Want to isolate you away from everything that is you, that are your gifts, that make up your gifts. Like say you got to meditate every day before you get your day started. They'll try to find a way to break that routine. Yeah, somebody's an asshole. The Emperor in reverse twice, Strength in reverse. Somebody's an asshole. And they feel like really justified by doing it. But what I'm hearing is that they could just like leave you alone. Like they don't even have to be around you if it's that serious, if it's that triggering, whatever. What is this? Some people like, I just feel like some people like stuff like that. Four of Cups with the High Priestess. Somebody doesn't like that you're unbothered. But the reason you're unbothered is because you're highly intuitive. When you're highly intuitive, it's easy for you to be unbothered because you already knew something was going to happen anyway. You already had a vision or a dream or a premonition, or you picked up on the energy. That's one of the beautiful things too about being highly intuitive and in your spiritual energy like that. You don't allow everything to ruffle your feathers or get your attention. You'll know people on bullshit before they even say something to you. You're already gonna know. This is how you're gonna stay successful too. Six of Wands. It's being unbothered. When you're the High Priestess, you're already quiet. So people probably don't like that you quiet. And you probably don't like that they always got some shit to say. Yeah, the High Priestess is already quiet in their own little world. And this is why you successful, Six of Wands, because you stay unbothered. You got to know that when you a High Priestess, people want to trigger you. They want to trigger you. They want you to say what you know. They want to know what you think about something. So that they could either copy it, take it on as their own, use it against you, or some shit like that. I feel like another reason why you could be quiet too is because you could probably read people to filth. Like how other people are very surface level, the things you might say could really break a person. So maybe that's why you're quiet too with the Four of Cups. You have to stay unbothered because you could read people on a soul level that would like really hurt their feelings. It would really crush them. And this is not like, oh, your hairline is fucked up, or oh, you ain't got no car, or oh, you ain't got no money. It's not nothing like that surface level people would use to try to hurt you, trigger you, intimidate you. You can read their soul for filth. Or you can read their ugly spirit for filth. And quite frankly, the high priestess would rather use their gifts and their intuitive energy for greater things. Six of Wands. So you remain in this unbothered energy. That's a protective tactic for you. With the Four of Cups, his arms crossed over the heart chakra. Because you know that the moment you open up enough to read somebody's energy like that, you're taking it to heart. And you can't do that. You see, the enemy needs that. They feed off of that. The enemy needs you to be upset like them, out of control like them, a weak spirit like them. But you're not going to get that from the high priestess. You're just not going to get that. Now, if you cross a certain boundaries, you're going to get some work. You're going to get that work. But the high priestess is not just flying off the handle at every little thing. So it really bothers people that you're unbothered because, excuse me, because you're quiet. They don't know what you're thinking. All they're going to see, Six of Wands, is when you show up in all your glory. That's all they're going to see. They're not going to see how you got there, what you were doing before you got, like they're not, and that's bothersome to some people, you know, because some people can't mind their own business. It's hard for some people to mind their own business. It's hard for some people to not be around people they don't really care for. It's like they're addicted to it or something. And if this Emperor in reverse is trying to get your attention and they're not, or they're trying to get some emotional response out of you and you're not doing that, you know, that makes them even more upset. They're gonna crash out before you. Hell, they probably crashing out right now. Because you're not saying nothing to them. Oh, well. Yeah, you got to remain unbothered in this season. Set up your protective wards and shit like that. But you got to remain unbothered right now because there's a lot riding on your energy. You're very important. Oh, thank you, Spirit. That's what I was going to go back to. Because I was talking to Spirit the other day and I was asking Spirit because I run into a lot of highly intuitive energies, like, you know, in life, on social media and stuff. And it seems as though they all have the same stories. Yeah, I did, Scott. You caught that? And it seems like they all have the same story, you know? People get close to you to find something on you, or they get close to you to siphon off your energy, whether that be through friendship or intimacy, any type of associations. And in the back of their mind, they really don't care for you, but it's just something about you that they can't stay away from. And those people are very dangerous. And when you have a high calling on your life, you have to be very protective of yourself. You have to be very protective of yourself because people see your light before you see it. People see your potential. And you know, people are always priding themselves on how well they can read other people's lives and energy. So they're always watching you. If you notice, maybe when you go out, people just kind of stare at you, Or you don't even have to say anything and people be mad. You could just walk in a room and people be mad. You don't even have to say nothing. You could just walk in, hey, hi, what's up, greetings, and everybody already mad. It's because it's a strength on you. It's an anointing on you. And I know it sounds cliche, but it really does irritate people's demons. When they see you showing up like that in your power, in your gifts. All right, what do we have for the collective, please? And Spirit was telling me, like, yeah, you know, that's why a lot of you guys have the same story, is because you're supposed to be walking a certain path, and it bothers people. It doesn't make sense to them. You know what I mean? But God didn't give them your vision. Y'all wasn't born together, so y'all not on the exact same path. I've been really thinking about a lot of philosophical shit lately. I've been really like, I'm already always closed off, but I've been even more to myself because I'm evolving as a spirit, as all of us do. And so I be wanting to know things. And I just be paying attention and observing how people move, their energy. And when you highly intuitive, it really pisses people off when they can't pull one over on you. I don't know, gang. My mind been like somewhere else lately. Like just looking at things, just the meaning of things. You know what I'm saying? And society is like really breaking down. So many people are angry. So many people are sad, lonely, bitter, going through hardships. And they're not processing it well. So they take it out on like the most gentle energies they can find. Because that's how they get their power. Ashe, Scott, Ashe. All right, let's see, gang. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah. I don't know, gang. I feel like maybe you want to connect with somebody, but there's just a disconnect here with the Two of Cups in reverse, the Three of Swords. Man, you know something? I'm just tired of like either always having to cut somebody off, or I'm tired of the narrative of everybody always talking about having to cut people off. Like I'm tired of hearing that shit. and I'm tired of having to cut people. I don't have to cut nobody off. Like everybody in my life, in my personal life, I have to specify that because there are some people, whether y'all believe it or not, if I say anything about my own life, it be people on the internet who don't even know me that be feeling like I'm talking about them. Like I don't have no life outside of reading tarot for the collective and posting. People really be thinking that my personal life is theirs or it's about them. I ain't met none of y'all in real life. So I be specifying that because people be sending me weirdo ass emails and commenting weird shit. But I don't have nobody in my life I need to cut off. I love everybody that's close to me. But I just, it just got to a point where I was just tired of having to cut people off. You know? Now, somebody may feel like they cut you off, but I feel like it was mutual. You was already ready to go anyway. But I feel like if somebody thinks they cut you off because they couldn't control you, or because you wouldn't play some type of emotional ping pong with them. Go back and forth. Because in that situation, nobody wins. With the Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords, it's like nobody wins then. All right. What's this Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords, please? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. It was mutual. And if you have just cut someone off, you're gonna see how you're gonna grow after that. Once you, I don't know. Oh yeah, that reading I posted for you guys. The reading y'all didn't go watch just because it was 22. But Spirit was saying in that reading too about cutting people off and growing, and you're gonna see where the dead weight was in your life. Yeah. I just feel like, gang, we on some like grown shit right now. And other things are just child's play. If it's not about making no money, stabilizing your future, if it's not about love, reciprocity, it don't belong in your life. What people are trying to do right now, collective, is normalize dysfunction. And they're doing it by emotional manipulation, by tugging on people's heartstrings. That's why you can't be so open to everybody all the time. You can't invest your emotions in everybody. It's a mirror. That's what it is. Y'all be having some names that don't even fit y'all energy, field of vision. You can't see shit. Then y'all want to come on here and talk shit to me. But yeah. The time for childish games is just over. Like, I'm bored with childish energy. All right, show me this, please. The star, I can't show it in this deck, but yeah, it's just time to heal. And I feel like people be taking healing for granted until they find themselves Two of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords, alone and still broken because they didn't feel like healing, because this star came out in reverse. Somebody wants you to know that the reason they cut you off with the star in reverse is because they weren't the apple of your eye. Now, I already know y'all with y'all little attitudes, like, ain't nobody cut me off. I know. Trust me, gang. But this is what they feel like. They feel like they cut you off, star in reverse, because they weren't getting enough attention from you, or they weren't the apple of your eye. They weren't the center of your world. And this is why they cut you off. They want you to know that. They want you to know that, gang. In their deluded mind, they're like, yeah, I cut collective off because... Now, they're not going to say that to you, that you wasn't giving them enough attention. They're going to try to use reverse psychology. And this is how they could trick you about your spot. With the star reverse, they'll say some shit like, oh, I cut you off because you be doing too much. High Priestess, all you doing is standing in your gift and in your power. But to people who aren't standing in theirs, that means you're doing too much. And you got to be careful of those types of people because they like to isolate you. Like I said, they like to isolate you from the things that make you you. as a high priestess, you also need to be mindful of people who like to isolate you from everyone so that they can just suck you dry. They'll, with the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups, they'll try to like triangulate things in your life. Get close to the people you love. And then that's when they'll start being like, I don't really trust so-and-so, or maybe you shouldn't go to the lake today. Like, they'll start trying to stand in between all the things that make you who you are, but they want who you are. They want the benefits of who you are. Yeah, it's just screaming entitlement. Because you got this Queen of Pentacles. You're very gifted. You have so much to offer. But you can't offer it to people who are not emotionally mature enough to receive it and reciprocate it. This is going to put you in the forever position of giving. Always handing this pentacle over. It could be money, time, energy, whatever, attention. People want you to be in the position of the giver 24/7. And in no way is that healthy. In no way are you supposed to be the only one giving to a situation and not receiving anything. And before somebody want to be silly and be like, well, then if you give in to just to receive, then you fake. I'm not talking about that. Givers need givers. Because takers do not set limits. You can't be around someone that just want to suck you dry. And then guess what they do after they suck you dry? They run off with your good energy, leave you with their bad energy. Now you got to go back, start in reverse, and start healing again. You should not be in connections with people that you got to always heal from. It gets to a point. But the Emperor reverse is going to do that to you. They're going to break you. And you're going to always find yourself having to heal from them, even if it's just a brief conversation. A brief interaction. Disconnect from the people that you constantly got to heal yourself from being around. Yeah, menacing squirrel. Exactly. Now, I know healing is not linear and we're never done healing. But when you healing yourself, guess what happens? You get to that inner peace where you get to enjoy stuff. But if you're constantly surrounding yourself with people who are not evenly yoked, so to speak, with you, and every time you walk away from them, you feel drained and empty, and you got to go take a bath, take a this, do a that, then those aren't your people. Two of Cups in reverse. You're just an energy source for them, a bank book for them. You know? A charging station. All right, let's see. I'm going to tell y'all something a little intimate. But I have to tell you this because it's a meaning behind it. Now, years and years ago, before I was a born-again virgin, I remember one time I slept with this guy. And, like, immediately after we were done, he just went like this. He was like, woo! Oh, my God, I feel so powered up. I feel so energetic. I never saw that. I never slept with that person again because I didn't feel that way afterwards. I felt tired and drained, and not the good tired and drained. And that stuck with me for years because this person was always trying to call me, see me, link with me. And my spirit guys was like, no, don't answer. Don't answer. So I wouldn't. And spirit was, back then, spirit was telling me like, this person is charging up on you. And so That's why I've been celibate for years, amongst other things. But I don't want anybody that's gonna charge up on me, and then I feel drained and can't get anything done afterwards. So I say that to say, like, stop being around people you gotta constantly heal from or recharge from. You know there's an imbalance there. All right, what do we have for the collective, please? Yeah, you be down bad, or you could sleep with somebody. They could, and see, this is the thing you have to understand. People be covert with it. Like, people, like I said, they'll see your light, they'll see your abundance, they'll see your gifts, they'll sleep with you with the mindset, with the intention. You never heard somebody like, oh, you got, and I'm not talking about how we talk about energy now. Spirit is showing me like a old school energy. Oh, you got some good energy on you. Let me get next to you. Like, you ever seen like an older person say that to like a younger person? Or, oh, you smart. Let me sit next to you in class. Maybe some of that'll rub off on me. Like, you got to be mindful. Energy exchange is so real. And people be sleeping with you or befriending you sometimes with the intention just to do that. Oh, maybe if I'm around collective, I'll get some of the connections that collective got. Oh, maybe if I'm intimate with collective, I'll get some of that spiritual energy they got, some of their intuition, some of their gifts, some of their blessings. Like, I'll get some of that. That's why you got to be asking people what you want. And then sometimes, like I'm telling you, with that high priestess in the Four of Cups, you ain't even going to have to ask them. You ain't even going to have to ask them. Your intuition going to get the pinging. Bing, 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 bing. And as soon as that happens, you already know what's up. That's why it's good to move slow. Because those energies, they can't wait to connect. What do we have, please? And see, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They want a codependent relationship with you. Now, you got to be careful, because these are the types of people, they'll try to hurry up and rush some type of intimacy between you two, or they'll try to rush some type of connection between you two. And then what they'll do is they'll pedestal you. It's always a red flag to me when somebody I don't know get to being like, oh, I just love you, and oh, you're so great, and oh, I trust you more than people in my life, and all that butter you up shit. That's suspicious to me. In Dr. Umar voice. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? Bitch, that's suspicious. Because as soon as you show your human energy, or you have a flaw, or you don't do something that they want you to do, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to try to de-pedestal you then. Or as soon as they feel like you don't need them, they'll do some weirdo shit like that. Pay attention to that. Be 2 weeks in, you talking to this person, they already super in love, and oh, you're the best thing since sliced bread. Let you, and see, I don't like that, because that's dehumanizing. You know, that's dehumanizing in a way. Show me this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, please. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah. The illusion is breaking. The illusion that you can't survive without someone. The illusion that you can't do things on your own, that's breaking. You could have been under a haze for a while. Nine of Pentacles in the upright. See, you bouncing back. Now that this illusion that has been in you or around you or on you is breaking, you starting to regain your stability. You starting to be more grounded. So you go from the Nine of Pentacles in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You had it in you all along. It's in you. It's in you. And you're realizing that as this illusion starts to fade more and more. Bottom of the deck here is the Queen of Wands in the upright. And you look good. I know you probably don't want to hear that because you've been going through a time, but you look good. You look good. People see you as very powerful, very goal-oriented, very driven. Shit, they might even find you very appealing, you know? People want to connect with you, Two of Wands. People feel like you got money and you got status with the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And they want to be a part of it, honey, with the Two of Wands. They like, ooh, I'm telling you. And that was in y'all reading last night. Be discerning because you're going to have options with that Seven of Cups. You're going to have a lot of people wanting to connect to you, but for why? Because they perceive you to have money and status. What is this? Let's see here. See, I ain't even lying to you. The Lovers. People want to connect to you, whether it be in business, opportunity-wise, or with the Lovers, lovers-wise. The Lovers is in the upright. Two of Wands is in the upright. So there's going to be good connections. So I'm not just telling you, oh, everybody that's trying to connect to you is bad. I'm not saying that. But with the High Priestess out here, you're going to have to be discerning. Why do they want to connect to you? What are their intentions? And listen to what they say. I remember one time somebody told me, this was a long time ago, but certain things stick in my brain because it's a part of the psychology of people. I'm very interested in that. But this person told me, I always thought about you. I always wanted to be around you because I knew you believed in me. Because I knew that you loved me. Not because I believed in you too or I loved you too. You got to listen to what people say. When you look like you have a lot to give, that'll be people's sole reason. That what that person was looking for was supply. I'm telling you, gang, I used to be prime narcissistic supply, sociopathic supply, prime. Because I always speak life into people. I'm always, speaking to the potential of people. I used to be the grade A narcissistic supply. So one day I woke up and my spirit was whooping my ass and I was like, okay, I'm going to stop. Don't be good narcissistic supply or sociopathic supply. Break them, okay? Two of Wands in reverse. You break their spirit by not allowing them to have a piece of yours. Some people just love the way you love them. Some people just love the way you show up for them. But never does it cross their mind to show up for you in that same way. Or to reciprocate that love. Or loyalty. And the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position can be loyal to a fault. So you got to be careful with that loyalty shit. Everybody don't deserve your loyalty. And just because you stood in line with somebody at the grocery store don't mean you got to be loyal to them. you don't gotta prove your loyalty by being in imbalanced situations. Like, oh, I know they really don't fuck with me like that, but I'm gonna stick around and show that I'm loyal. No, don't do that. Cause you the prize the whole time. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. This is a person that's got their own shit in their own right. Even if you do got status or money, it's something that you worked hard for. So you don't have to show your loyalty to people who, because the Two of Wands in the upright is for you, the Two of Wands in reverse is for them. Why are you showing loyalty to people who can't even meet you where you are? Or who refuse to meet you where you are? Yeah, I don't like that shit. Assigning themselves levels of importance in your life that you ain't authorized. You better speak, Medicine Squirrel. That's real talk. People will definitely elaborate their role in your life, and you ain't even gave them a role. But one of the things that I was thinking about is like, it's because sometimes people ain't really been around true loyal people. So they don't know how to appreciate it when it's presented to them. They try to get over on it. You know, they try to, you know, like, exalt themselves in your life and in your energy. All right, let's see. That's why you can't ever be afraid to give pushback. Yeah, man, you ain't lying, Chino. I trust animals way more than humans. Animals gonna keep it real with you. What do we have for the collective, please? And I'm a very personable person, but I'm not very welcoming. You got the Three of Wands in the upright, Major Arcana, the Fool in the upright here. Yeah. What you're waiting on this window of opportunity so you can just jump out that bitch. You like double dutch. you like just waiting. Like, man, playing double dutch back in the day used to be fun. We would be in the middle of the street. Car, drop the rope so the car could pass by. But anyway, you just waiting on that window of opportunity so you can take this leap. And it's calculated. Because you could have this strategy, this plan in your mind. You're like, watch, as soon as this come through, as soon as this open up, I'm out of here. I'm doing it. I feel like you're really patient too. But I feel like it's not easy being patient, but you're doing it. Show me this, please. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. There's going to be some type of relief that comes in and you're going to be like, okay, I can see a little bit more now in the distance. I can see my ship a little bit more in the distance now. You ready. You ready. Yeah, you ready, gang. Show me this, please. Yep, 8 of Cups. You ready to walk away from some shit. You ready. You like, soon as this happened, I'm out of here. I'm walking away. My back is to the bullshit. You've already emotionally left the building, first of all, with the 8 of Cups. Your feelings is already removed from whatever situation you in. And I feel like it's because you know, with the Fool, you got to pack light where you're going. With the Three of Wands, you can't take all of this heaviness with you where you're going. And if this is a relationship or or a place you don't want to be in anymore, you've already emotionally checked out. You're just waiting for something to happen so you can make that physical move with the Fool. Yeah. And people may feel like you don't really care anymore. You don't care anymore because you can't care anymore, gang. You can't care anymore. Because caring is what's got you into this shit you was in the first place. You know? You get up every day with only so many fucks to give. You gotta utilize them wisely. Yeah, bottom of the deck here, you got the Eight of Wands and the upright. The opportunity is about to come in. It's gonna be fast too. I don't know why I just keep picking up on some of you guys may have to do some like quick movement, some fast travel. Some opportunity is gonna come in, but you're gonna have to travel for this opportunity. Show me this, please. Why is collective gonna have to travel for this opportunity? Because it's gonna be some money. Seven of Pentacles. It's gonna pay off. Whatever this travel is you gotta do, this move you gotta make, it's gonna pay off with the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Yep. Yep. Be very tight-lipped about it too. Be very tight-lipped about it, because you know what Spirit has been telling me, and I've been forgetting to tell y'all this. Somebody around you that you could be telling your plans to, that you may care about this person. They may have a monitoring spirit on them. Now, I'm not saying that this person is a monitoring spirit, but spiritually speaking, there's a way to put a spirit on a person. If you don't believe in magic and occultism and shit like that, this is the wrong channel. But I'm telling you, there's a way that people can put a spirit on somebody so that they can monitor them through that spirit. They could sit a spirit on your head. You know what I'm saying? To monitor what you're doing. So they could be 10 steps ahead of you to block something. But something's coming in, Nine of Cups in the upright, that's going to make you real happy. You might got to travel for this. Yeah, let me show you what else came out. Hold on. Now, we already have identified the enemy. The enemy is any person, place, or thing that seeks to oppress you. A monitoring spirit is someone who just wants to watch what you got going on. They're dead weight. Now, you got the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess in reverse. Now, you already came out in the upright, so we know this is not your energy. But a monitoring spirit is someone who's always looming and lingering in the background of your life, or if they're in your interpersonal life, they want to know what you're doing. You'll know that this person is a monitoring spirit. Physically, one way you'll know is like electronic malfunctions will happen around this person. Because that spirit that's on them, it's an energy vampire. So it tends to fuck up things like light fixtures flickering on and off when this spirit is present. I don't really want to go too much into it, but if y'all want me to do a video on it, just let me know, and I'll put it in the members lounge. But you got this Seven of Swords and this High Priestess here in reverse. So you definitely gonna have to, this is gonna sound crazy, But you're gonna have to like not even think about some shit. Like don't even think about shit. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, magic is a motherfucker. I'm telling you. And people use very heavy methods. All right, when they're fixated on your energy, they use very heavy methods to monitor you. So you're gonna have to be very moving. You have to move in stealth at this time. You got a low priestess on your ass. This is only for those of you who know that somebody is working against you. It's not for everybody. Not everybody is under spiritual. I mean, we all under spiritual attack, globally speaking, on a global spectrum. Because if you don't think the people who are in politics and powers that be are using magic, honey, you are far from tapped in. They got astrologers on their team. Why do you think around certain times of the year certain things happen? Why do you and something that really stood out to me was when Biden was president, right? You gotta look at these presidents, these people in politics. You gotta, especially the presidents, you gotta look at their zodiac signs. Now, when Biden was in office, he's a Scorpio. What happened? Other people's money started fucking up. Inflation, government shutdowns, because Scorpio can rule that too. Government, taxes, death, things of that nature. Him and Trump was just playing ping pong. They're not even opposing forces. They're just different sides of the same coin. And we saw how society collapsed and everything was too expensive, and it was all this sickness and death going on with the pandemic and all that stuff. And then now we see Trump in office, and what's happening? He's a Gemini, so he's ruled by the planet Mercury. So you have to look at what's going on with communications and social media and shit like that. How many times has he threatened to derail TikTok, to take it away, to stripping away of freedom of speech? We see a lot of that going on. So you got to pay attention to that to know what's going to be going on, so that you don't have to be so wrapped up in it. Spirit just wants you to remain detached, okay? But anyway, we went on another tangent somewhere else. What's this High Priestess in reverse and this Seven of Swords, please? And then I'm going to go back to that. But remember when Obama was in office, he's a Leo. Everything was about like looking good, feeling good, optimism, jovialism. Like, you got to look at this stuff. Look at the state of how they portray, not what we know to be true, but what they're portraying on the world stage. So, one thing Spirit told me is that once Trump was put in office, you knew that the so-called, I use this term very lightly, validity of politics and stuff was already gone, because he was a reality show star. So you already know they're showing it's right in your face. They have to put it right in your face. You know they're showing you like this is just the world stage. This is a whole reality show we in. This is a whole reality show. All right. So what's this Seven of Swords, High Priestess in reverse? Page of Wands. So you're going to have to, if you are under spiritual attack, one of the things you're going to have to do is keep your spirits up, keep your energy up. Don't fall into this state of depression and sadness. They're trying to steal your thunder, your fire, so that you won't complete tasks. Show me this. Judgment. They're under judgment for this. Whoever this low priestess is, they're under a judgment for all these sneak attacks they've been doing on you. They're under judgment for it. You may not be able to see it, but they are. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. They're being told to like stop whatever this is. Whatever they're working on, they're being told to stop. Yeah, death. It's over. It's done. It's come to an end. Judgment has been called on this high priestess in reverse. Their sneaky behavior, their underhanded tactics, judgment is being called on them. They're going to have no choice but to just stop. Whatever work this is they're doing on you. But see, that's the thing. If they're getting paid to do it, they're not going to stop. Or if they have some personal vendetta in it, they're not going to stop. Till death do them part. That's the only way they're going to stop. Somebody feel like they married to you through this trauma. It's like somebody is stinging themselves in order to hurt you. Why? Show me, please. Seven of Wands and the Hermit. Because you don't want to be bothered with them. Somebody's whole reason for attacking you is because you don't want to be bothered with them. You stay to yourself. You're very protective. You're very guarded. You know, people hate that, gang. They don't like when you are private. The Hermit is a very private person. It's so offensive to people when they can't. I don't fucking know. When they don't know your business, when you got boundaries up with the Seven of Wands. But you're a private person. This is why they're using like divination to spy on you, or monitoring spirits to spy on you, because you're very protected and private. But they're obsessed with the Death card. They're obsessed at this point. But they about to be blocked off from whatever methods they've been using to monitor you. 8 of Wands in reverse. They about to be blocked off from an 8 of Pentacles in reverse. With the seven of Wands and the Hermit. Sometimes a hermit is seen as like a ghost, a spirit. You could have a spirit around you that's very protective of you, that's blocking them off from like seeing you, working you. You got a spirit that's like shielding you. For some of you guys, this spirit is male energy, but it don't have to be. But there's a spirit that's keeping you protected from people being able to spiritually spy on you. Because this high priestess in reverse and this 7 of Swords, they're using any means they can think of. Show me this, please. I just heard Holy Ghost. Show me this, please. Holy Spirit. Nine of Cups. Yeah. They're blocking them off from seeing what truly makes you happy. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Whatever spirit that's with you is protecting what truly makes you happy. Don't put it in the comments. Because it be monitoring spirits on these lives too. Yeah, they're helping you protect your Nine of Cups. This is the second time you got the Nine of Cups. So the Holy Spirit is helping you protect what makes you happy. Hi, Brother Bear. What you doing up? I've been showing out with all the decks you got me. I DM'd you. Wait, did I message you on? No, I DM'd you on Instagram. Being spoiled, thanking you for my gifts, and you didn't even say nothing. You just sent me a meme. Lord. We've been having fun with him. No, you did not respond. You sent me a funny meme. I was like, that's his response then. That's your response. But yeah, gang, the spirit is protecting what truly makes you happy. So people could be attacking surface level things in your life, but what truly makes you happy, spirit is protecting it with you. I know, baby. I love you too. Thank you so much. Man. And I didn't even tell them the DC deck you got me. Oh my God. I haven't even opened that one yet. So now I got the Marvel deck and the DC deck you got me. And I got the what's that other deck? Oh, I got the Disney Villains deck. So I'm up on my cartoon and comic book shit, baby bro. I got DC and Marvel. Like, what are you saying? Yes, he know I love comics and cartoons and shit. So don't worry, gang. You're protected. Your happiness, your wish fulfillment is protected. I know I'm gonna love it. I'm scared to open it because I don't want to mess it up. It feels like a collector's item. All right, let's see, gang. We just chatting away. Hey, Shado. I didn't know you was here, girl. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you maybe some of you guys are just tired of working so hard. You're like, man, I just wish things would come to a completion so I could take a break. You know. Yeah, you just want a break, gang. You just like, I'm doing all this. And I feel like some of you guys are tired of like the grind. You work 8 to 16 hour shifts. And then all you have time to do is come home, eat, and get ready to go do that shit over again. I feel like you don't have enough time to like really enjoy your life. And that's the way the system is set up, you know, unfortunately. But I feel like for some of you guys with this Nine of Cups and Eight of Pentacles, your dream is to be able to like not have to work so hard so that you can just have time to enjoy your life. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, not always just trying to get it. Yeah, HP3 is like you just tired of always trying to get it. It's like you don't mind getting it, but it's like, damn, when can you enjoy it? You know? But your time is coming, gang. You just got to set up a plan. You got to come up with a strategy, gang. But Spirit is with you, protecting you, your efforts, your assets. It may not seem like it because the enemy is working so hard with trying to distract you and derail you. Just make sure you don't disrespect Spirit because of the enemy. You know, because that's what the enemy wants you to do. He wants you to get so fed up that you start disrespecting Spirit. And Spirit knows your heart, but you still don't want that on you. Still don't want that on you. All right, let's see, gang. Yeah, HP3. You gotta tell Spirit what you need. Just be extremely vulnerable. You're gonna see results quicker than you think. You gotta be vulnerable. You gotta cry. You gotta open up. You know, crying at your altar, oh honey, that's a war cry. The Spirit's gonna get active. Like, oh, you got my baby in here crying? Oh, you got my baby this frustrated? Because some people don't cry out of weakness. Some people cry out of frustration and discipline. You know, you be so disciplined. You know, it's some stuff you want to do, but you can't. That shit'll make a warrior low-key cry when they feel like they can't just, you know. But if you got to do it, honey, sit at that altar or your sacred space. Cry. And watch how Spirit get to moving in your life. And I'm not saying cry to be manipulative, but you know. See, the baby even said, yeah. The baby said, yeah. So you're going to have to cry. You're going to have to get vulnerable with Spirit. Psalm 66, Psalm 63, Psalm 65, Psalm 64. I'm gonna post it in the chat on the either in the community board or I'll post it in the members. There's a psalm that is a cry. There's a psalm that's a cry that you can recite when you really just feel like your back is against the wall. There's a psalm that you can use for that. It's a cry. You know what I mean? I'm going to go through my notes and put it up there for y'all. And that's a good one to use when you feel like your hands are tied, okay? When you feel like you're drowning. I'm going to find it for y'all, and I'm sure somebody going to remind me. But it's important that you know that song. Because I feel like some of you guys could use it right now. Okay, let's see, gang. What do we have for the collective, please? It sure is. Sure is, baby brother. You got this Queen of Wands in reverse with this Page of Cups in reverse. Court card energy. Somebody has no compassion for you, okay? So you can't appeal to this person through humanity or compassion. It's not in them. Okay, so this is not someone you can go to and be like, oh, extending an olive branch. They don't give a fuck about your olive branch. They want you to shove it up your ass. All right. This person, they have a vendetta out for you, and they don't have no good feelings towards you. So you can't appeal to this person. You can't appeal to what you would think emotionally would make sense to you will not make sense to them, because they're envious of you. They have a spirit of envy on them. So this is not someone you can go to and be like, you know what, let's just let bygones be bygones. Yeah, Scott, they do. This is, you can't, because they're like, no. See, Ten of Swords, no. They feel betrayed, and they want to betray you, or they want to be your downfall. Magician in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. These are their prayers. Yeah, Archangel Michael don't play. You know, yesterday was his feast day. I forgot to tell y'all. I did my offerings, but I forgot to tell y'all. I was so busy yesterday. But yesterday was Archangel Michael's feast day. And so I feel like if you want to do something, you can still light a red candle or a gold candle or a blue candle. You can set out some cinnamon candy, or you can get him some Fireball, or, you know, a cake. But yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, yesterday was his feast day. Yeah, but, you know, this Queen of Wands in reverse, they got a bad spirit, man. They don't like being around. This is like, they don't like being around anybody that is of equal stature to them. You know, they have to be, they always have to be the one that has the one up, or the better looking one. This somebody is so insecure. They don't like to be friends with other beautiful women or other handsome men. They only want to be friends with people who they deem are below them. Yeah, you can do that, Shay. Did your birthday pass, Shay? No. Wait. Because you a Libra. Girl, my bad. Because I know you usually get a birthday reading. I can't, are you a September or October Libra? I can't remember. But you can have a piece of cake, or you can, you know, have cake with, for Archangel Michael. It's the intent that matters, you know. But yeah, this Queen of Wands in reverse, you just gotta stay away. You guys, this is a mean girl. And with this Hierophant in reverse, Magician in reverse, this is somebody that's a spiritual mean girl. Oh, it's today. Okay. Happy birthday, Shay. I knew it. I felt like it was here. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, this is a spiritual mean girl. That's the worst. The spiritual mean girl, they be all love and light online. And then when you talk to them by yourself, they all elitist and, you know what I mean? Yeah, Shay been rocking with me for about 7 years. Yeah, Shay, happy birthday, girl. Yep, so this is a spiritual mean girl. So as soon as they don't get their way, bitch, you in they pot or you on their altar. So you gotta stay away from them. You gotta stay away from them spiritual mean girls. Yep. They are. They are. That's why I stay out of it. I stay away. People be like, "Oh, I'm a spiritual. Oh, well, I'm out of here then." because this is a spiritual mean girl right here. And they go to church, Spirit said. Those be the worst ones, honey. They be at church praying against you. And don't think that just because somebody go to church, they ain't into witchcraft or baneful magic with the magician. Hey, Savon. Uh-oh, you feeling rowdy tonight? Don't hurt nobody, Savon. Don't think that just because somebody go to church, that a lot of these church people be the biggest casters. Yeah, bro, they be the main ones. They be the main ones. Yeah, Shay, the better than thou ones. Yeah. They ain't never sinned a day in their life. Savon, email me. Email me. I want to ask you something offline. My email is in the description box of this video. Email me, girl. Okay, cool. Yeah, show me this, please, Spirit. Okay. I ain't gonna be able, I got my devices on do not disturb, so I ain't gonna see it till after we hang up. Girl, y'all tell me why my thing is still up. We doing good, gang. It's still holding strong. Whoever this spiritual mean girl is or mean guy, Hierophant in reverse, they watch you a lot. They a spiritual spy as well. Yeah, they a spiritual spy. They be pulling cards on you the whole nine. Why are they spying on my collective? Can you show me, please? Three of Cups in reverse. Because you won't click up with them. You won't join forces with them. They want to know why you won't join forces with them. Why you're not a part of their coven or their group or something. Yeah, you got to be careful about that too, because when you a highly intuitive or highly gifted person, these types of people want you to be part of their coven or their little clique so they can drain you and control you because they feel threatened by you. Some people only want you to be a part of what they got going on or a part of what you got going on because they feel threatened by you. They just want to collect information from you. Damn right it does, bro. Especially with the Three of Cups in reverse. It's a whole group of people who don't like each other, but they all around each other and they want you to be a part of it too. Okay, Savon. Yeah, that's why I be telling y'all, you don't gotta join no coven or nothing like that to be spiritual. But they be wanting to click up. But I'm not talking about. It's nothing wrong with being around other spiritual people. I'm not trying to dissuade you from that. I'm just saying, like, we talk about this spiritual mean person, Hierophant in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Magician in reverse. This is somebody that don't have good intentions for you, but wants to be spiritually involved with you. That's not a good sign. They be trying to sacrifice your ass. I'm doing fine, John. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I got a story time. I be having so much to say, but I don't be wanting to I don't be wanting to bother y'all with my stories, but Lily Cat reminded me last month, like, tell us your stories. I be having story times, gang. Okay, I'm gonna do a story time on something. I ain't gonna say it right here because the enemy listening. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do the story time, gang. I know, Lily Cat, I am. I don't be wanting to like overwhelm you guys. But y'all the gang. Let me stop tripping. I'm tripping, gang. I'm tripping. Alright. Yeah, but stay away from these spiritual mean people who want to click up with you just to siphon off your energy and sacrifice you. Because that's what they'll do to you and have you in a state of spiritual psychosis, not knowing who to trust. And whole time it's them. Alright, you right, Lily Cat. You right. Hold me accountable. Look. The babies be taking up my time. We be cuddling a lot. And I be getting lost in the sauce. You know, we getting lost, gang. I need to get back to reality. The babies just softened me. See, I used to be hardcore. Now I got these little babies over here. They just softened your girl. Okay, Shay. They just softened your girl. Okay, Knight of Swords in the upright position here. With the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I be loved up, Lily Cat. I be cuddled up and shit. We be eating pretzels. They like pretzels. I'm like, y'all gotta stop liking pretzels. This used to be my only snack. Now I'm sharing my pretzels with them. Like, come on now. They want my ice water. They want my pretzels. I can't have nothing with these kids. And I thought cats wasn't clingy. Mine are clingy. Oh, you got cuddle dogs, Scott? That's good. I love dogs too. My pit bull is cuddly. And they like cheese. My cats like cheese and pretzels. Oh, well, she was wrong, Giggles. You can feel that. Now, you got this Knight of Swords and this Five of Pentacles. I feel like, your cat love Doritos? Cats are crazy. They are crazy. But you gotta love them. I feel like you don't hesitate to like leave people out in the cold, but yeah, they love cheese, girl. Stop, y'all gotta stop entertaining me talking about my cats, because y'all know I'll be on here all night talking about cats and shit. Now let's get back to the reading, gang. I feel like you don't hesitate to leave people alone, but I feel like too, now that you have stepped into your power, I feel like people are rushing to get away from you. Like, people can't be around you for too long. And I feel like it's because you whatever you embody, you make people fill the voids that they have in their life. And I don't feel like you're doing it intentionally. With the Hermit and the High Priestess, I don't feel like, thank you, Giggles. I appreciate your support, hon. I don't feel like you do it intentionally with the High Priestess and the Hermit. I just feel like it's the energy that you embody that makes people feel where they're lacking, and then they just want to hurry up and get away from you. They don't. It's like people don't want to be around you, not because they don't like you. I'm being told it's because you make them feel where they aren't showing up as their best self. And so this is why you may find people fleeing from you. Like, oh, I got to get away from collective. Well, what collective do to you? Nothing. They just always on this like spiritual shit. They always on this healing shit. They always on this self-reflecting shit. And it's very triggering to people because it makes them see themselves. You're not the mirror. The energy is the mirror. And so you may find that people can't really be around you too long. Spirit just said your peace is deafening. So I don't know. Hermit, High Priestess. Maybe you're not always saying what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and I don't know. People feel silently judged by you. Yeah, people feel silently judged. So or like you don't want to be in any drama or any conflict, or you're not you're not dependent, you don't want codependent relationships. It's like people just can't be around you for too long because you're not exciting. And I mean that respectfully speaking, because with the five of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, it's like you're not toxic exciting. Like you don't put up with the madness. And so people who like drama and mess and misery, they just can't stand being around you for too long. Show me this, please. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm telling you, 4 of Wands. You're too grounded. You could have Cancer highly aspected in your chart, but this talks about the 4th house. You are an environment, okay? You know how they say like your body is a temple? Spirit is saying that you are an environment. So this environment goes with you wherever you go, right? So it's hard for people who are impulsive and all over the place to be around this 4 of Wands energy. This is very grounded, very harmonious, very peaceful. And I feel like you just carry that. Yeah, bottom of the deck here. 5 of Wands in reverse. Like I say, you're not filled with any drama. So it's hard for people who like mess and who are very impulsive. It's hard for them to be around you for too long. Because you're boring, but in a good way. Like, you ever talk to somebody and you like just really calm, you just chilling, and they be like, what you doing? And you be like, oh, nothing. And you just relaxed. They're gonna be like, oh, well, let me let you go because you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't doing nothing. Like it's like that type of energy. Or you could be like really down to earth. So like the things that excite them don't really excite you. You also too with the with the Hermit, you might have a lot of experiences in life that have enabled you to be this Four of Wands, very grounded and calm and just chilling. It's not this because the Four of Wands could be an energy of celebration too. I just feel like what you like to celebrate and what gets you going isn't the same as them. So you guys are definitely opposite. And so if you wonder like maybe why people ghost you or why people just kind of like fall off from you, that's why. They need more excitement and you just are not into performing. All right. All right, hold on, y'all. I need to go blow my nose real quick. Okay, baby. Mommy almost done. Okay, I'm back, gang. Okay. Okay, go sit down. All right, let's see, guys. What do we have for the collective, please? I think this setup might work, gang. So we got the Tower here. What's this Tower, please? Page of Cups in reverse. Now, this ain't going to be for all of you, but you may not accept somebody's unsincere apology, and it's going to be very shocking to them. It's going to be like, what? Collective not accepting my apology? Maybe you're usually a very forgiving person. Maybe you tend to like let things slide, but that's not happening here. Or maybe somebody thought that you were going to apologize to them and you haven't. Surprise, surprise, right in your eyes. And you haven't apologized to someone, or you haven't extended an olive branch, or you haven't been the one to reach out and be like, hey, What's wrong? What's going on? And this is shocking someone because this is what they're used to you doing. So someone's used to being able to emotionally manipulate you into making peace with them, even though they are in the wrong. Yeah. Show me this, please. You and somebody used to argue a lot, and then your conscience would get to you. Not because, well, maybe because you could have said some hurtful things. So, you know, when you're in the heat of the moment, sometimes you can say some things. Or I'm also hearing too that if you used to argue with someone a lot, you just wanted peace afterwards. So you would always apologize first, or you would be the one to kind of be like, hey, you want some Popeyes? Hey, you want to smoke? You know what I'm saying? Like you, because you just wanted peace. And I feel like you haven't done that this time around, and it's surprising. It's like, wow. Normally, Collective would hit me up and be like, you know, and you're not doing that. 5 of Swords, you're letting the conflict sit. They wanted conflict, you're allowing them to have it. 10 of Swords. Oh, because they really crossed the line this time. That's what Spirit says. They crossed the line this time. So there is no reaching out. I feel like the last time was the last time, and you just didn't reach out ever again. It was like, okay, maybe they, with the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, they could have really hit below the belt. Followed by some type of action they took, and that was it for you. And even though you crave peace, you were just like, okay, fine. You're gonna have to let them sit with the conflict, and you're gonna have to sit with the discomfort. You know? And that's just what it has to be at this point. Whatever they did was, you know, it was the ultimate betrayal. And so, you know, you gotta let it stand where it is. And I feel like that's what you chose to do. So you won't be apologizing. You won't be the one to reach back out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. King of Wands, you standing on business. You're like, nope. Because your pride is at stake. Not that you're a prideful person, but you have to draw the line somewhere. Like you have to stand for something, because you kept falling with the 10 of Swords. You kept falling for anything. So now it's just like, no. That integrity starts with the way you treat yourself and the way you allow yourself to be treated. And yeah. But Spirit is saying, don't let your heart be hardened. Okay? And I just got really emotional. Oh God, I'm always emotional. But I don't want you to live a life of loneliness because you're afraid that this is going to happen again. You know? I want you to get out of fight or flight mode. You know? I want you to come out of this survival mode. You deserve love, gang. I just feel so compelled to tell you this. Because some of you guys are just so guarded. You're so guarded. You're so vigilant, hyper vigilant. But how long can you survive like that before it starts to physically affect you? Neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain. You know what I'm saying? Headaches. Because you're stressing, or you sleeping and you clenching your jaw, you grinding your teeth. Like, oh my God, all the things I'm just feeling. You can't do that to yourself, gang. It becomes self-betrayal at some point. So, you know, you can have self-respect, but you gotta still be open to love, baby. You know, love is the most powerful frequency. Don't let what someone has done to you block you off from experiencing joy and love and friendship. That's no life. You gotta learn to enjoy something again. You know? I know you enjoy your alone time. I know. But there's gonna be good times with other people too. Alright? Alright, I ain't about to lecture y'all. Let's see. You gotta find joy again. Alright, what is this? What do we have, please? Oh, AV. Come here, pumpkin. Yeah, Medicine Squirrel. Yeah, temperance in reverse. Because you're not balanced without that. Some of you guys are so loving. Your spirit, you're welcome, baby. Your spirit wants love and peace and passion, balance, and I don't know. I'm just picking up on somebody right now who just needs to experience that. Oh. Spirit is showing me somebody who's being hugged, right? And the hug is so sincere that like you bury your face in somebody's chest and just like cry and release. Some of you guys really need that. And this has nothing to do with like physical intimacy. It's a spiritual thing. Like you need to feel safe, spiritually safe enough to like let this guard down to like, I don't know. I just see somebody just needing like a fucking deep ass hug. Or like I'm seeing somebody needing one of those hugs where like the arms is wrapped around somebody and somebody gripping somebody's head. I don't know, somebody might got like a fade with waves or some shit. But I'm seeing like somebody needing like a hug like that where they're like engulfed in like, yeah. I don't know. Somebody needs like some deep ass like, maybe you're starved for like, yeah, Scott, like a grandma hug, or like, yeah, somebody that loves you and a safe space to release. Oh, thanks for this virtual hug, Chino. I'm sending it right back to you, babe. But yeah, somebody needs that. Like, see, the baby said, yeah. I feel like somebody haven't had that kind of love, that kind of safe space. Oh my God, I don't want to say what they said, but I'm going to have to say it. Since their mama or their grandma died. Lord, I'm sorry. I had to say it, gang. Somebody had that kind of hug, that kind of acceptance, that kind of emotional safe space. Yeah, it's been a while for somebody. Damn. Damn. I'm sorry, guys, if that's you. And it's been a minute since you felt that. And so it's some type of imbalance going on there. Because you're just in fight or flight all the time. And You just don't have like a safe space to rest in. And I feel like you're appreciative of spirit, your angels, Holy Spirit, God, whatever you resonate with. I feel like you're appreciative of that. But you really wish it would materialize in like human form. You need to feel like touch, love, purity of it all. Damn, y'all. Y'all always do it to me. Show me this Temperance in reverse, please. Yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. You tired of fighting. You're tired of, yeah, you're just tired of conflict. Just tired of being vigilant. Some of y'all, Spirit says, some of y'all tired of being strong. I love y'all too, Lily Cat. Don't start trying to make me cry, girl. Yeah, some of y'all tired of being strong even. I mean, you can't denounce the strength, because it's in you. But I feel like it's the action of being strong, having to, put your emotions and your feelings on the back burner so you can just make it through the day, make it through the week, make it through the month. It's becoming monotonous and mundane for you. You need an emotionally safe space to have an outpour. You need somebody who is present with you in these feelings and these thoughts and these emotions, okay? And you don't want to have to fight to get it. You don't want to have to argue to get it. You don't want to have to be like, oh, this is what you don't want it to have to come from that. You want it to be organically there. And that's what you need at this time. Okay? All right, let's see, gang. Yeah, Five of Cups. Yeah. But this is a safe space. Maybe some of you guys haven't been so happy. Maybe you've been battling depression with the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords, Temperance in reverse. Maybe you've been having bouts of depression here and there. Nine of Wands. Because you just, like I said, always have to be strong. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. And y'all know I'm always telling you, keep going. You got to do it. I'm always going to tell you that. But y'all also know, too, that I'm emotional for you guys. I love you guys. I want the best for you guys. So I can resonate with both sides of you. I know when you need me to light a fire up under your ass. But I also know when you need me to just, be kind of soft with you. So I feel like you need that right now. Especially with this Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. Like, damn. You can't take no more, gang. With the Five of Swords in reverse, you can't take no more. Whatever it is you've been going through, you can't take any more of that shit. Like you are over it. Eight of Swords in the upright at the bottom of the deck, yeah, because you've been in it too long. You always thinking about it, trying to figure out a solution. It's just ongoing, gang. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. You're going to see your way out of it. You're going to get through this. But we got to come up with a strategy. We got to come up with a plan of action. And part of that plan of action has to be compassion. Because you can't be a workhorse. Spiritually or physically. You can't. We got to figure out how we going to get you over this hump. You know what I mean? All right, gang. Let's see. Y'all trying to work your girl tonight. I see y'all. Let's shift the energy. Yeah, I really picking up on somebody, they soul is tired. I feel like you just been hit with waves and waves and waves of shit. Yeah. It's just time. You need some release. Some relief. All the things. And I don't even feel, for some of you guys, I don't even feel like it has anything to do with, like, you know what I'm saying, doing the do. Because YouTube is cracking down on stuff we can say, but you know what I mean. Because that without compassion and love and aftercare and nurturing, that would really defeat you. So some of you guys are abstaining from physical intimacy because you know that if you open that part of yourself up to somebody and then it doesn't amount to anything, that would really like push you over the edge. So it's not even really about you need somebody to like break your back or nothing like that. Or you know, for my fellas, you know, I just feel like it's something on the soul level. You craving a soulmate, not a twin flame, nothing like that. You craving like a soulmate, somebody that gets you on the soul level. And you know, you need that. You've been deprived from that. Part of it is because the last relationship you were in was very hurtful. And so, you know, you just been going it alone for a while. And then if you did have like people here and there, it didn't really add up to anything important. And that could have been disheartening for some of you. So I just feel like your soul just really needs, it is craving something more, something deeper. And you're tired of waiting for that to come in. But you have no other choice. That's the crazy thing. It's like you have no other choice but to wait. So you're just in a really difficult position, gang. I can feel it. All right. Let's see. I don't really feel like at this time you need anything messy or harsh. I think you need something that's going to feed your soul as far as messages are concerned. So let's go with something that's going to hey Lin Lu. Let's go with something here that's going to feed your spirit. Okay? Let's see. What we gonna do? We got a couple decks over here. We got a lot of decks, but I can't reach all of them, so I'm gonna do the best I can. Oh, this one is let's get this one. This is a beautiful deck here. All right, Spirit. And everything is going to be okay, you know. So keep that in mind. All right, let's see, guys. I'm hearing that song, Residuals by Chris Brown. So maybe some of you guys could be feeling that kind of way. All right, let's see. I want you to know too, guys, nobody is worth your tears. Okay? Nobody is worth your tears. Nobody deserves your tears. Nobody deserves your sadness. I want you to be very selfish with that. If you cry, cry for you. Okay? Cry for the parts of you that you lost when you gave too much of yourself to someone. But nobody deserves you to be lonely, upset, lost, down, locked off from love forever. Nobody deserves that. And you don't deserve, like when I say nobody deserves that, I mean like don't gift that to anybody, like, oh, you hurt because of them. Like, don't give that to nobody no more. All right. You guys got fork in the road in reverse. So there are other options. You can go further, okay? It's not now or never. All right. So I want you to be open to other ways of doing things. I want you to know that you still have time. You still have other choices. You, at this point on your journey, you're still free. All right. Okay. This card says, wait a second. Okay. It says indecision is extremely frustrating and will lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in a place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this card. But wait a minute. I'm sorry. I read the wrong line. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. By not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson. So right now where you are, this oracle card is telling you, just because the fork in the road is in reverse, you don't have to give your power away to this oracle message. Spirit is never tiring. Spirit is all powerful, right? And you have a second chance. Like I said, it's not now or never. You haven't run out of choices. Okay? But you gotta come up out of this energy of like despair. All right? It says, at this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. So, like where you are, you know you can't stay there, right? So, in knowing that, yes, take time, but also know that you can't just stay in that space forever. All right? I'm not trying to rush you or put pressure on you, but you know what you got to do. All right? All right. Let's see here. Wow, you guys got peace. Number 23, which breaks down to the 5. So, you're welcome, Tom. Um, you're welcome, Natalie Blanchard. Um, Peace. That's the change you want to see in your life. You want all of this. Make this decision. Do this. Do that. Turn here. Look there. You want the You want to change. You want peace to replace this. Peace to replace the anxiety of, you know, the analysis paralysis that you've been going through. It's hard to build when you are shrouded with anxiety and fear and all of those things. All right. This card says freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. This is one of those times when you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough. For you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. Yeah. So keep working. Spirit is with you, helping you, protecting you, guiding you. All right. You know, gang, even though I'm intuitive and all the things, I can still resonate with you. I know that some of you may find it hard to cultivate peace in this type of world that we're in. But I encourage you to try to look on the bright side. I encourage you to shift your perspective. And wherever you find chaos in your life, look for a solution there. Okay? Try to find peace in the chaos if you can. Because that's the only way you're going to get out of it. That's the only way you're going to overcome whatever this is. You know? All right, gang. Let's see. It's not easy by far, you know? And I don't know your situation. I don't know what you're going through, but I just encourage you to try to find some peace, you know? Cultivate it yourself in any way you can. All right, what do you want, Spirit? Oh, let's get the fairies. All right. Shout out to everybody for liking the video. Whoever's still hanging in here this long. I know we long-winded tonight. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. But this what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted long readings. Y'all ain't getting no more long readings out of me. Okay, you guys got moon energy. Surrender to the ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. You know I'm teasing, AV. Yeah. So it's time to cultivate that peace, gang. That's the second time peace has come up. This is a whole different oracle. Okay. Yeah. You guys need peace. You don't need people barking orders at you, talking to you crazy, talking at you instead of communicating with you. One thing you need to do, if someone is speaking to you crazy, get your butt out of there. Come on here. If someone is talking to you crazy and they don't have no compassion, no courtesy, get out of there, girl. Come here. You gonna have to start ignoring people. I feel like your nervous system can't take that. I don't even respond to people if they don't greet me before they speak to me. And some of you guys maybe you need to work with the moon energy. You know, the full moon is good for releasing. The new moon is good for calling in new energy. Okay, so maybe you know that might be important for some of you guys. You guys got divination. Oh, this card is so beautiful. Look at this card, gang. Wait, can y'all see it? There we go. Look how beautiful this card is. She's got her cards, her oracle cards out, her candles lit, her fire, water, the elements. She's got her crystal ball there. Out in nature. You know what, gang? You guys should get you guys an oracle deck. Sometimes the tarot could be a little heavy. Come on here. Sometimes the tarot could be a little heavy. So maybe get you guys a good oracle deck. One oracle deck that's good for beginners, or not even if you're a beginner. I recommend the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor, or Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Those are two good ones. And just kind of like when you get up in the day, while you're having your coffee or your tea or whatever you do in the rising, just pull you one oracle card for the day. Not 3, 4, 5, and 7, because that could be a little overwhelming. Just pull you one oracle card for the day. And I suggested those because those are kind of inspirational. And the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, those have affirmations in each oracle message. So we'll pull one of those too before we go. But yeah, I recommend that. Just get you an oracle deck and pull one for the day, just so you can kind of feel inspired. It also may confirm some things you have been feeling or dreaming or thinking about. His card says, embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Yeah. So yeah, start with some oracle decks. Tarot is a bit heavy sometimes. The tarot doesn't really care about your mood. The tarot gonna tell you what it needs to be said. Oracles are a little bit more gentle, depending on which kind of oracle decks you get. But maybe do that. What's another good one I could recommend for you guys? Soul's Journey Oracle cards by James Van Praagh. Prague is spelled Praagh. That's a good one too. But yeah, get you guys a good oracle deck. If you're the type of person that needs help with affirmations, I really suggest you get the Energy Oracles by Sandra Ann Taylor. That one's goated. That oracle deck is goated, honey. Okay, so you might need to do that just to jog your intuition, and to kind of give you some peace of mind here. All right, let's see, gang. We almost done. I know y'all need to get to bed, and I need to eat. I don't like to eat before I read, so that's why I normally be cooking during the readings. I be intermittent fasting. Okay, let's get you guys this here. So we about to pull from oh, I love you too, Osana. We about to pull from the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. I really want you guys to get this deck. I think it's a little pricey. Well, it was when I first bought it about 10 years ago. It was like $20, $25. I don't know how much it is now, but this is what it looks like. This is a beautiful deck to just have. It's full of good affirmations and stuff. It also has the chakras in there. It has the archangels in there too. So it's very inclusive. And it's a good read. Okay, so let's see what we have for you guys. Yeah, it's 11:31 over here. Dang, we ain't never been on live this long. That's okay. It was meant to be. Divine timing, babe. Okay. If you guys need a personal reading or you need any spiritual tips and guidance, I have a spiritual tips and guidance session on my website. I also have a 3-question reading. I have intuitive counseling. I have tarot. I have love readings, past life. I have so many services. So if you need something especially tailored to you, because these are collectives, you can always book with me on my website, oracleorigins.com, and I'll be glad to read for you or help you in any way I can, okay? All right, you guys got financial constraints in reverse. This card is number 13, which breaks down to the 4. So you got angels that have been dispatched to your finances right now. And we talked about that at the top of the reading about your finances and you being able to cultivate abundance. Yeah, Scott, that's what I'm saying. So I like this setup because I'm able to charge it. And haven't failed yet. Now I ain't gonna be saying I'm gonna be doing this every time. All right, but when spirit allows, we will be having longer readings. Okay, so you have angels dispatched to your financial areas right now. Um, all right, let's see. Is this the longest we done ever been up here? Y'all better love me for life after tonight. Y'all better bust it wide open for me after tonight, bitch. Yeah, y'all are, Scott. Y'all better bust it wide open now. I don't want to hear it. This card says restrictions concerning money. This card reverse pretends an increase in the money about to come your way. The previous constrictions have broken open and there's greater flow of money and other things. As more funds come in, you'll find that you have the freedom to take more risk and spend without the previous extreme precautions. The river of abundance is starting to flow your way, but don't be too cavalier. Always bring your consciousness to this in every aspect of your life. Affirmation. I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. Yeah, so get this deck, gang. And I want y'all to understand something. Just because a card comes up in reverse doesn't mean it's bad. All cards have reverse and upright meanings. And sometimes you want these cards to be in reverse. Like this financial constraints, you want this to be in reverse because this is talking about, these financial constraints being broken. So you want to speak affirmations of abundance. And it's hard when when you're in a financial bind, it's hard to be positive about that shit. Like, cause the world moves on currency. That's why I can't stand when people be like, oh, if you spiritual, you don't need money. You a damn fool. You can't go in a grocery store and be like, look, I'm spiritual. Let me get $200 worth of groceries. They gonna look at you like you crazy. Spiritual people need money too. Everybody need money. Money is currency. And what do currents do? They flow. So, but it looks like things are going to be loosening up. But where it says don't be too cavalier, just because you get a little extra change, that don't mean you start going and just acting a fool. Still have some, consciousness about your finances. When these things start to break free, you want to be like, okay, what did I do last time where I misappropriated funds, where I spent too much here and there? That's that awareness that spirit wants you to bring to your finances. Once they replenish your finances, spirit is like, okay, what did you do last time that put you in the rears? Put you in the red. Don't do that this time. But they about to replenish you. But they also want you to be conscious of what you're spending on. Now, you guys have number 42, which breaks down to the 6. Woman holding a coin. The 6 is that material energy. So I'm telling you, money is about to come back to you. It's on its way back to you. You might even run across somebody who can give you a financial opportunity or who's good with finances, who can help you balance some things out. Or you just might be put in the position to be that person. But there is going to be a turnaround in your finances here. Just be wiser, Maybe get the great value version of something if it tastes good. Because, I'm a little picky too, gang. Like, I be wanting what I want to. Food, I be feeling like food, though. I feel like you shouldn't have to penny pinch when it come to food. Like, because I'm a foodie, so I get it. Like, food is that one thing you be like, well, I know I owe this bill, but I'm still about to go get me some Panda. Like I said, let me go get some Popeyes, like stuff like that. Like, or You're going to go to that grocery store. You're going to fill up the pantry, fill up the fridge, whatever. So I be feeling like food is something nobody should have to penny pinch for. But there's just some areas that you're going to have to tighten up in. But it's going to benefit you. You're going to get through this financial slump. Let's read this, gang. I love you guys so much, gang. All right? And I'm proud of you. Even if you're not where you really feel like you want to be. All right? You got to be proud of yourself. All right. This card says, female connection and money, health, or value. The elegantly dressed woman on this card sits on a beautiful chair, holding a bright gold coin. When this card comes up in a woman's reading, it may refer to her directly into a successful endeavor regarding her own finances or health. So your health may be improving too, in the health of your finances as well. This card could also signal a woman of support or assistance regarding these issues. She may give you financial advice or connect you with someone who does. This woman may be someone you meet where you make your money, or it may be a woman of wealth and value. Either way, this card is telling you to be on the lookout for helpful assistance or even the possibility of new love or friendship connected to a woman of wealth or business. Affirmation. The world supports me in my financial goals. I am making synchronistic connections that serve me and honor me. Yeah, gang. So something's going to turn around, okay? Don't give up. Yeah. But just look at ways that you can tighten up, you know. All right, let's see, gang. We almost done. This card just keeps wanting to come out. When I was pre-shuffling this deck, this card just kept coming out in reverse. Garden and Negate in reverse. Okay, so if you trying to make a change in your life, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. All right? You're going to have to do something different. You comfortable somewhere. Now, some of you guys have already done this. And Spirit is saying you've already left an old space and now you're in a new space and you like grateful. You like, man, I wish I would have done this sooner. Okay? This card is number 30, which breaks down to the Master number 3. All right. Psalm 23 is gonna hit every time. It says, abundant prosperity, staying safe. If this card is reversed, it indicates the happy choice to open the door to a more spiritual pursuit. You may have been you may have been obsessed with the worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is now here. Many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. But you now realize that that isn't true. In fact, you can bring this wonderful spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you'll find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. Ashe. I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. Every day, in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. And remember, Spirit was saying earlier, like I was telling you, like just because you spiritual don't mean you're not supposed to need money or want to or even want a life of luxury and comfort. No. And this card is confirming that. It says many people believe that they cannot live in a material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual priorities at the same time. That's not true. Your gifts will make room for you. And what that means is, and if you believe in the Bible or you read the Bible, you can find that in the Bible too. You could be spiritual and still live abundantly. Abundance is your birthright. So don't let anybody tell you that just because you spiritual, you're supposed to be down bad. Back in the day, when I was a 5%er, we would call ourselves poor righteous teachers. Not because we were poor, but because the state of the world around us was poor. You can have abundance and still be spiritual. Don't let anybody trick you up out of that and make you feel like you gotta live a life of poverty and lowliness to prove that you some spiritual being, because I guarantee you they not. All right, gang, but it's time to get out your comfort zone, take a leap of faith, hold firm. Something's gonna change, all right? I know you're tired of being patient. I can feel it. But what else you gonna do? What else can you do? You gotta manifest and you gotta go for it. And have patience with yourself. Okay? All right, gang. That was your collective tarot reading. Energy check-in. Love you guys so much. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. How to book a personal reading or purchase anything from my websites. Thanks for liking the video again. My email, my social media handles, all of that is in my description box. All right, gang. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other if you can. All right, gang. And buy my kids a cat tree. TREE. All right, gang. I love you guys. Until next time, sending you love, peace, and balance.